Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Long Dark. I'm KirkSteven, and let's step back into the Stalker series. Last episode, we just got to the respite, and we stayed the night, and we made sure we were in a position to where you kind of just get up and go. And hopefully, the weather outside is forgiving enough that we can continue our journey. You know what, let's take a little bit of cloth with us because our bedroll's been hanging out in a cave, and I hope it's still there. But it might need a little TLC, so this rate. So okay, I think we're done here. Let's go take a peek outside. If it's blizzard, nope, no blizzard. Just a tad cold. I think we'll be okay. I think I could even live with the blizzard if I had to. This dude still kills me. It's like, what was the dude with the t-shirt and backwards cap doing out here? Rudiger's machine must have really messed with everybody's head. It reminds me of the movie Serenity, which was like the wrap-up to Firefly. And if you're a sci-fi fan and you know what Firefly is, you might know Serenity. It was kind of Josh Whedon's farewell to the series that got canceled way before it should have. Didn't have a chance to find its audience and was really a good sci-fi show. And in Serenity, they had created a drug and they tested it on a planet, and it made them so lackadaisical that they just didn't care, and they stopped eating and they stopped caring and essentially stopped living. And so I'm wondering if the Rudiger's machine kind of had that kind of effect. It's just, people couldn't remember things according to the tales. One of these people just forgot it was cold outside, forgot to eat, and that's why we see all these dead bodies everywhere. Now, this used to be a nice, safe little passageway, and we didn't have any notable interferences. But with the new wildlife refresh, since our last visit here, I don't know what to expect. So I'm going to keep the tree shooter out here and hope we don't have any additions. I would prefer not to deal with the local authorities. I'm hoping this is a highway that doesn't get visited by the local authorities. You know what? We might as well grab these while we're here. You know, we may not be able to grab these. I did not bring any tools for this. Let's see here. Double check, but I don't think we can grab. No. Forgot. Left the hacksaw and the hatchet out. Not a problem. They're not dire straits, but I figure it may be a while before we come back here, but not the end of the world. Lots and lots of branches to make arrows out of. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Now we can go back and go get him. Because I don't know when we're going to be back here again. For all I know, it could be 100 days from now. I think we put that away. We were pretty safe over here. And I would kind of like to get to a point where we're doing more with the bow and arrow, too. They are definitely... I think that's the better weapon against the wolves. The regular wolves. Than the revolver. And I'd like to continue to practice that, because then as I get to doing like a gun loper type run, I'd like to incorporate using the bow and arrow for the regular wolves over using the firearms. Speaking of which, get the firearm back out. We still don't know what we're dealing with. I started to say, how did we get the bedroll left up here without having been to the respite? And that's because we were exploring up around Climber's Cave and going across those other bridges, and we didn't go down to respite. We were already up here from there, so took a minute to remember that, but yeah, we didn't come from respite because that's not where we came from. And that was all way before the DLC and the refresh, so. The grass has like a shimmery... Come on, Win. You're keeping me from my friend Bedroll. What happened? Bedroll's not here? No, there's Bedroll. Hi, Bedroll. We've missed you. You are a little worse for wear. Oh, we need feathers to fix you. Okay. Well, we will get a couple of ptarmigans then, and we will fix you. We are glad to have you back. Yeah. I don't see why we would run into anything, but... At this point, it's anybody's game. Oh, sorry. Trying to get my hand on the mouse without making a fuss, and it was making a fuss. That should be empty. Okay, that was right. So, minus the repairs, we have our bedroll back. Our original bedroll back. That's nice. Reunited with an old friend. Oh, here we go. Look. Probably didn't grab these saplings because we were running light on that run through here, so that is perfectly fine. Now let's see if we get the same animals over here that I got on my gunloper run, because I did come through this way. And I won't spoil it just yet, but we'll see. Well, actually, I should say it before we get over here because that would make it easy for me just to say, "Oh yeah, this is exactly the same." So when I came over here, there were 2 regular wolves and a moose, and no Boris the bear. Hey, matches. We'll just leave those there for future me. I might need them, and there'll be a stick there. So let's see what we have today. There's a deer. We could get lucky with ptarmigans up by Corman's Retreat, which could be extremely helpful. We did bring the bow and arrow. I don't know if we have any fire hardened arrows, but I may use the regular ones just to have it. Okay, so there are 2 regular wolves, 3 regular wolves, 4 regular wolves. How wonderful to have such a healthy pack of wolves. Very interesting. Well, let's go over here and see if we can't kind of line them up. Come on down. You're the next contestant. Okay. Wow, that was just creaky. Excuse me. Okay. Next. Now serving number 3. Number 3. He got the message that I'm not safe to be around. He sees me handling firearms before. I saw what you did with that rock in the last episode. Okay, so here's what we came for.
This'll come in handy.
Yes, it will. I'm hoping it will come in real handy. Dude, did we check you? I would assume we did. Doesn't seem like I could fit my head underneath there. Come on down, number 3. You're next. The day is young. Come on. All right, here we go. Come on. Oh, you broke the arrow. Okay. So we know there's one more up there. We saw 4. Where are you at, number 4? Oh. Where did you? Where? Oh, there you are. Come on over. Come on. Be a good boy. Tempted to harvest all the hides and guts out of these things and stick them in the cabin here. And it's early enough in the day we could take a nap before we leave. All right, you ready? Here we go. Line me up, line me up, line me up. There we go. Good job. Nicely done. I'll be back. I think we're going to tear you guys up. You definitely could use some more arrows. And a new bow. Now, see, that's why I was arguing earlier that I think the bow is a better weapon against those wolves. You get to where you can line them up and do what I just did there. It does make taking care of them a lot easier. So, all right, let's... Can we not change... Okay, I guess we don't have any fire hardened arrows, so we'll have to do it with these. It's not my favorite way to do it, but we need 2 ptarmigans. Where are these things at? Way over there. All right, let's see. Looks like we only got 2. Nope, I see 3 now. What's wrong? Oh, I'm not standing up. I was doing it squatted. All right. That's all we need. I don't want to keep tearing up the bow. Okay. Now we can fix our bedroll. We can have a meal. A very productive day here at Miner's Falls. Now, the only thing I haven't seen was the moose. And the last time I saw him when I was up here, he was back in this little meadow area back here. Back where that tree is fallen down. I don't see him now. He may not be spawning up here. Who knows? It may be one of those every once in a while spawns. Okay. I have an idea. Let's drop you guys. Get a drink. Alright, which is going to be faster? If I do this for 40 minutes or I do this. Almost the same, but it is a little quicker. I'm not worried about the meat. We're not going to sit here and cook. We kind of want to go to PV as quick as we can. But I can't not do this part. Seems like a bit of a waste. I mean, we've got the wolf coat that we're wearing. I know that there's also going to be other wolf-related items that we should be able to get. And it may be a bit of a walk to get back here. But if we can come back and grab 4 pelts and... what? 8 guts? Not a bad deal. All right. Let's get these inside. Then we'll deal with the birds. In fact, let's do this. We need you to stand up. Did we not? Junk is cleared. You stand up. You go over here. There. Now, things are more in the open. We only got 7? Did we miss? I must have missed one. Should have gotten 8. Who did we miss? You don't have any extra guts. And you don't. And you don't. And you do. We missed you. That's why that took 32 minutes versus 40. I thought that seemed off, but I wasn't paying attention as to why. And now we know. Okay, now we got all our... Oops. Turned around here. Okay. Like suddenly get bright. See what? I thought I saw some. Yeah, I did. Some reclaimed wood floating over here. And we'll start a fire and harvest the meat. And then while we're waiting on the meat, we'll harvest some feathers. Maybe fix our bedroll. Maglin's time. No? Okay.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
I promise we'll rest. It's a little early.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Yeah, why not? Well fed. Alright, let's harvest the meat out of this one. Okay. You're a little chunkier. $103 calories. So it's gonna be that one and that one. 25 minutes. Yeah, go ahead. Tools are not all that hard to find in this particular scenario. Sorry about that. Even though you mute the phone, the alarms still go off. We didn't bring our cans? That wasn't very nice of us not to bring. Okay. The worst case scenario, if we go back towards respite, we can always cut up one of the cans that we left behind and get water that way. I don't think we're gonna. We've got teas. I don't think we're gonna be in dire straits. But hour and 12 minutes. How long is this gonna last? I'd like to sit outside here for a while and do this. Oops. I need to do it from here, don't I? There may be even a can of something inside. I noticed there was some stuff we left behind. Okay. Here, let's go check. Because if we can boil some water, that would be helpful. Spray paint. Maybe, did we pick it all up? Maybe if we go up to Foreman's Retreat real quick, see if we left something behind. And lighten load a little bit. Oh, there's another reclaim we can throw in there. Almost a 2-hour fire. Let's go take a peek up here and gather all these feathers too. The other thing we can do is we can...
Thirsty.
No, Astrid. We're fixing that. I was going to say, the other thing we can do is instead of going back towards Respite, there's a simple little goat to get down from here and get to Anglers. We may have some water there or have the ability to make some water there. Another Tarmy over here already? Did we not scare you off? No, I guess we didn't. No worries. I'll leave you guys behind. I got what I needed. Let's see if we left anything here to make some water with. Yay, this'll work. That will do, pig. That will do. Oh, wait. Here we go. What do we leave behind? Matches. Take them. Okay. Cool. And then what we can do is... Oops. Not do that. Wrong thing. Come on. No. Oh, goodness. Drop these. Drop them on. There we go. There. That's what we needed to do. Oh, we'll take you too. Alright. Peach can is what we needed. Now we can make some water and harvest that other ptarmigan feathers. In fact, let's drink the water we've got. Will we get any worse? Oh, see, that wasn't too bad. That filled up our thirst meter. I was playing Dead World earlier today. That's something like, you go through water like crazy in it. You'd think Astrid be ducking behind a tree every 5 minutes. How much water she goes through. Okay. We need all these because we got more arrows to make. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. So, did we... We did reach cooking level 5, okay. But we might as well cook these. Okay. See where this puts us. Minutes on the fire. Do we have any more? Any more wood floating around? Okay. No worries. What's our time frame on fixing the bedroll? 45 minutes. Perfect. Let's do this while the
Two dogs
fire's
of
still
summer
going.
can't be far behind.
Bedroll's at 97%. Perfect. 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 Definitely need to look at making a new bow. Okay. Pick up the can. Go in here and take a nap. This will make Astrid happy. What would we like tonight, man? How about a Zap energy bar? Put a little more Zap in your day. Okay. Let's sleep for 10, Astrid. 10 whole hours. Let's get a really good night's sleep. Okay, what kind of day do we have? Okay, I like this. All right, we don't have a need to go down anglers. And I think we're just going to backtrack and go back the way we came because my thinking is that if we even need to make a fire and make some more water, that's fine. But if we go down to anglers, we're going to have to deal with wolves. And we've already done enough damage up here. So let's head back the way we came. Should be fairly uneventful. Good lord. That was steep. Let's grab a few sticks here in case we need to make a water making fire. Okay, dear, you're safe. We're not going to kill you. I thought about going down on the goat and just not having to deal with that. But you go down that other side, you can go down, and Anglers is right down there. But our goal isn't Anglers. Our goal is Pleasant Valley. And with half the episode gone, we need to get moving. So, as long as we don't get caught up in some kind of weather that I can't tell which way I'm going, we'll keep moving. Right now, I think our biggest obstacle is going to be if the moose is up there at the exit into Echo Ravine. as long as we can get past that, we should be pretty smooth sailing. Although I heard a nasty rumor that the bear in Timberwolf Mountain now patrols down into that part of Echo Ravine, so we could get a surprise from him. That would not be fun. But we've got the flare gun, so we've got a bit of protection. I don't know if we have any guts at Timberwolf Mountain, but if we do, we'll swap. We'll drop the maple we have for the 2 maples that are there cured, or at least one of them. And if there's guts there, we'll grab them and we'll take that with us to PV so that we can replace our bow. And if there's a couple of cured birch, we'll take a couple of those to make shafts. Hello, Bun Buns. A little bunny rabbit. I would like the bunny rabbit, George. I think I mentioned it a couple of different times in episodes. Our point was to get in and get out. And we already did more than we said we would with the wolves, but we did a nice job of lining them up and being able to harvest them quickly. And I think that paid off. We were going to have to sleep eventually, so I think we got... use good use of our time. We got the bedroll fixed. Are we still carrying... I just thought about that. We are. We should probably drop that. We don't need any... we don't need any attention from the local authorities. For what it's worth, the local authorities are the wolves. And it's a reference to a little parody that Jitwire and I did called GBAN News. And one of the lines she used in there for it was that local authorities were checking into the incident at the point of disagreement. And the local authorities were the wolves, so... if you haven't seen that little parody, it's quite cute. If I don't say so myself. She did write most of it. About 98% of it she wrote. And I did a little bit of tweaking on some of my lines, but it's a very cute little parody. And so when you hear me talking about the authorities, that's what I'm referring to. I thought it was quite a cute euphemism for using the wolves. Okay. Well, got ourselves in a predicament, didn't we? Okay. Better drop than I thought it'd be. Just kind of went the wrong way. I think if you zig the other direction. You know what? Get this out. Okay, there's a wolf there. No big deal. Still got 22% on the bow, so. I'm more concerned about Mr. Moose. How many sticks do we have? 11. We're good. 11's enough to make water. I think we're going to get back without having to deal with that. Worst case scenario, I'll drink one of the teas. Okay. Tell you what, let's go peek over the snowbank here. Because if he rushes me, I might be able to maneuver. I think I hear him. Yep, there he is. Okay. So let's pivot up around this way. See if we can avoid him. I would love nothing more than to go ahead and hunt him and set Ash Canyon up with a bunch of resources, but it's not our mission today. It's not our mission. Although he is a little closer than he was earlier. Very nice. All right. Leave you alone. You left us alone. And we continue. What are you guys on about? What's up here? Okay, whatever. You got one feather from you. That's good. We got something ailing us? I don't see any ailments. What's... Seems like we're draining energy really, really fast. I don't know why. And I noticed that, like, when we went to climb, we were, like, like 3/4. We were, like, heavy or something. Yeah, see, look. Like 3/4 sprint. Are we that overweighted with clothing? Is that what's killing us? Oh, it's... Okay, never mind. I forget that ballistic vest weighs a ton. And that's what's got us weighted down. That's why we don't have much sprint. And why we're walking and we're losing... I thought we got really tired there so fast, and now I understand why. It's because we're wearing that ballistic vest. It's the trade-off. You've got the protection, but it's gonna wear you out. Okay. Any feathers to be had, guys? Here we go. Now, is Mr. Bear gonna be walking down here? From what I understand, he will actually come down here and walk through Echo Ravine. So that makes things a little more interesting. Again, I hadn't seen it, just heard about it. And something Jitwire and I talked about in our podcast about the refresh. One of the things she was thinking was that they were putting the animals in more choke points. So it was more like trying to cut us off from certain pathways. Oh, look, it's snowing a sunny day. Wait for it. I hear footsteps. Ah, the beautiful thing about playing with headphones. You can avoid foolish run-ins by listening to your surroundings. I mean, if we'd have kept walking up, we would have had a very close encounters with Mr. Bear. But I thought I heard extra footsteps, and that's why I stopped walking. And I know no sooner than I did that, that's exactly when I started hearing him breathe and his footsteps. So I can't say enough to you players. You can wear headphones and have the volume turned up a little bit. Sucks with the blizzards, but things like that can save you. Time of day is it's midday. There's no reason why we can't make it PV. This snowstorm isn't going to slow me down. The only thing slowing me down right now is the drain in energy because of... Although the weather's getting worse and now we're walking into the wind. This is going to turn into a blizzard. Not fair. Not fair. Just because we said PV doesn't mean you have to do a blizzard. Well, I guess this is just as good as anything to take a nap. I actually could use some time in the blizzard. I've been trying to get the Blizzard Walker badge because I spend so much time playing on custom and not on regular runs. I don't ever get the badge. How about chicken and rice? Oh, and let's back that up with peanut butter. You could call it an airline pie fusion. Oh, there's where all the shoes are. Thought I parked all the shoes outside. All right. I'm going to hang out here for a bit. Like I said, need some outdoor time. Need some blizzard time. Didn't change. All right. Cured wolf pelt. Got tons of rabbit pelt. No cured guts. I must have used them all. How many do I need for the hat? I need 3. We need guts more than anything, Scott. Let me turn that down just a bit. It's very loud for everybody. So we need guts so we can do a bow and make a hat. So we'll leave these behind to cure. There'll be enough here to do a bow and 6 arrows. Thank you for being quieter. So that takes care of that. We'll take that with us. 80%. What's this one? 90. Take that one. Leave this one. Hacksaw City here. Alright, we want the hatchet. You. Take the cured leather. We want the
Wonder if I
rifle.
can drop any of this gear.
Yeah. You're going to feel a little heavy for a moment. But we're going to try to lean you out here. So let's drop this, drop this. Let's take the salt. Because this is all about doing that curing thing. So we're going to need salt. And I think there's like a bag of salt in the farmhouse basement. At least I remember seeing one. Oh, hiding under here. Come on. No, grab the dog food. There you go. So we have 3 boxes of crackers. Coffee and tea, no problem. We can eat these. We can eat this stuff. And get our fill. You know what? Let's take a 1-hour nap. Give this storm a chance to break up. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we got Drink the water. Still have 4 water left. What's our weight look like? We are Mondo heavy. Don't need 3 of those. Not that that changes our weight that much. That's right, we were going to... We got cured stuff in here, too. I wonder if we shouldn't take that other maple. I'm going to take 3 of those. Maybe 1 sewing kit. I think I'm going to take that. And 1 more of those. I think we can drop a flare. We don't need to can, because we're going to take that. Tools aren't too heavy. Eat these. We can goat down, so it's not a big deal. Okay. We can leave sticks behind. So let's eat one of the airline foods. And that should do us. Do you have any coffee made? Yes, we do. We got 1. All right. So let's see if we can sneak around this way without any fanfare. Try to avoid those wolves. Save our ammo. Save our arrows. You know what? Foolish question. Before we get too much further. There's 2 arrows here. Don't crouch. Do we have arrowheads tucked away that I'm not taking with me? I think we'll leave those here. We need to go to Black Rock to finish those. Plenty of matches here. I think we were going to leave those 5 rifle rounds here for this rifle. Okay, so apparently we don't. Okay. Maybe we didn't forge that many. I can't remember what we forged. I was thinking that if we forged a bunch that we would have left some behind, but I don't recall now. Can always go make some more. Give us an excuse to go someplace. Sun is setting. Idealistically, I'd like to get to the farm, but if it gets to be night and we get stuck in a like an aurora or whatever, we'll find a spot to hold up for the night, short of our goal. But I'm gonna try and push it as far as I can. Would kind of be nice to be able to get to the destination. Then that way we can start the next episode with gathering the materials we need to build the workbench. And the curing box. Now I know the furniture workbench also gives us the ability to make other, furniture items and things that relate to safe house customization and what have you. And I think the way I'm going to tackle that with this run is I don't want to spend an entire episode sprucing up the house, so to speak. I want it to turn into a house flipping episode. I think what we'll do is more of a gradual adaptation. So my idea with the farmhouse to make that kind of like the main working area is to turn the whole main floor into workspace. So maybe we get rid of all the stuff in the office and we make that a bedroom. So maybe we will make one of the nice, bear skin beds and put it in there so we have a bed on the first floor. That way we're not fumbling around looking for one upstairs. We might tear everything down in the living room where the fireplace is, and we put all our workbenches up there. Take the one from down in the basement and move it upstairs. And make that like a work area.
Not sure I
Set up
care
the
much more.
set up the kitchen with shelving so that we can store food and stuff in there. So just kind of just do it as a work in progress as we need stuff and as we do stuff, and it'll slowly evolve into a space that is meant to be a base where this is okay. This is where we're storing stuff. This is what we're doing, and then we can turn the upstairs into storage areas and make it a working space. And don't get me wrong. I mean, anybody that takes the time to do, the customization and decorate and all that stuff, it's really cool. I mean, I've already done something like that with putting together a set of sorts for the podcast deal that we use. The little looping fireplace scene, and spent time setting that up. And it's really cool. There's some neat stuff to it, and I really like it. But I just don't want to spend valuable time messing with that when we could be doing other things. And if we just do it a little bit here, a little bit there, it won't be so overwhelming. All right. Ammunition is always good.
Looks like this
More
has been quite a
crackers.
while.
If that doesn't kill us weight-wise, I'm going to take that, because we're going to need a whole bunch of fir or cedar in order to make some of this furniture. So We may be making expeditions up here with... probably going to need the sled. Just point blank. We're just going to probably need the sled. So if we see any maple while we're out here. Attack of the killer bunny. Ptarmigan. Kind of sneak around this way. Oh, that's good.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
That gives us another arrowhead. And we don't need driving gloves because we need a hat. Oh, this is good. Here, let's do this. There's a whole bunch of limbs up here to cut down. And if we don't have to haul a hatchet up here to come get it, we could just use the hatchet, set it back in there, and haul the wood down. Come up here light, as light as we can. I think building a sled is going to be a priority for, especially for this region, even if we leave it here. Because we're going to need the ability to haul the lumber around to build stuff. So, and if I can get away with the deal where you build the curing box and you can take it with you to another location, that will definitely come in handy. With the sled being able to come and harvest as much lumber as we can, so we can build a couple of those to take to different regions and set up our other bases. And if we can't, we're still going to need more lumber to build the workbenches, so it's kind of a... Yeah, we could come over here with that hatchet and then stick the hatchet back. Yeah, I like that. Hatchet weighs quite a bit, too. No, I don't see the bear hanging out here. Let's see if we can sneak through the plane crash. No, it's been a busy day, hasn't it? Crows everywhere. Gotta be a little careful. Sometimes I have been met by the bear up here, and that was free wildlife refresh, so I don't know what's... Okay, so we haven't been up here. I'm not going to worry about it now. We've got plenty warm clothes. I was just curious. I can't remember coming to Pleasant Valley yet. Or at least up this way. We've been in there? No? Oops. I'd have to look at the log to be certain. I'm not sure that we've been here. Doesn't matter. Setting up the base here at the farmhouse has always been kind of my primary thought when the base building came into effect, because of the workbench. There's plenty of room to put that thing up in here, and now that they added the curing box, which we didn't know about from the dev diary back in October of last year. I figured this would be a good place to set up. Probably not the easiest place to bring salt back to, but I think that's what, I think Coastal Highway will be good for that. I did find a salt outcropping over by the whale factory. As DH Sun calls it. I think it's such a more pleasant way to say that. But I saw one along the shoreline there where the rocks were, like facing where the ocean was, which kind of made sense. So yeah, there's wood down here. Everything looks fairly untouched. Like I said, I don't recall, but I have been playing some other runs of late. Like I said, I had a gun loper run and a regular loper run going, and we were kind of all in the same place. I was kind of, both characters were going from Pleasant Valley to Ash Canyon, and then the gun loper run met its demise with the Cougar, and I think the loper run is either in Timberwolf Mountain or ready to go to Timberwolf Mountain. So they were like paralleling. So my memory is a little vague with what I've done on this versus what I did with those two. They're getting kind of mixed together. Hang in there, Astrid. We're almost there. I'm not sure if I'm 100% certain on this. I was just thinking about the aspects of the trader and all that. And I think you can actually contact the trader here in Pleasant Valley at Hobson's Crossing, I want to say, in the community hall. I think I've seen the radio there. Astrid, I think we did this in pretty good time. Covered a lot of ground. Got the goal we set out done. And we're going to pull in here just at about the right time to catch a long nap and be able to put the next episode on good footing.
Feels like night is coming.
Isn't that what we were just talking about? You don't listen. You don't listen to me and Murdoch. Alright. So, we need to be careful. Because they have added my beloved Timberwolves to this region on occasion. It looks like we have regular wolves. That's fine. We can deal with them. We still need to work on our Timberwolf techniques. Had some good success and some mediocre and then not good at all. So we may have to take those wolves out and then we can go, excuse me, we can go hunting for limbs. Tree limbs, that is.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, goodness gracious, Astrid. Okay. So we have been here. I see pots. And, okay, so we've been here. Been a while, but we've been here. We have a lost and found bomb. What's in our lost and found bomb? Ammunition and coffee. What more could you ask for? All right, so let's drop some of this stuff, lighten our loads here. We can sort all this stuff out tomorrow, mañana. There we go. We will sort that out mañana. Film. A long way before we get to film. Maybe we'll just pack that into a crate. All right. Put that away. Here, let's eat these not so fresh granola bars. Drink of water. And is there anything we can work on? Nope. Can't cut up Murdoch. We could harvest this. Good possibility of a couple more arrows behind the barn, too. That might give us some more arrowheads for free, along with the 3 or 4 that we have. Be nice to have, like, 8. 8 would be a good number. 24 is better, but 8 will work. We need to make a bow. We need to make a hat. So we need guts. So maybe we'll hunt the wolves so that we can have their guts. All right. Not quite late enough to sleep all night. So let's pass time. Go.
I think I need to lie down.
Yeah, you probably do. And one last drink. Running late, Astrid. We need to go to bed. Is it morning? Is it morning? It's morning. Yay. Okay. 70 days, folks. 70 days. Got a long way to go. So, next episode, we're going to break out the toolkit, find out what we need to make the furniture, workbench, and then what we need to make the curing box, and start that project. That's what I've been wanting to do for a while now. I'm glad we were able to get to Ash Canyon and back fairly quickly. Thought we did a pretty good job of doing that quickly. So next episode, big push for let's build the workbench, let's build the curing box, and let's start getting this base set up properly. And might be here for a couple episodes, but I think that'll be interesting because like I said, this furniture thing and all this stuff is all new, so it'll be kind of neat to experiment with that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.